All right, welcome back to Study Ball. Today is part 2 of Drake Maye. So last week I went through and had done a tape on Caleb Williams and watched some more tape and felt like I needed to do a second. I'm going to do the same thing with each of these quarterbacks, and today it's Drake Maye's second opportunity at this thing. We broke one down earlier in the week. Go watch that one if you haven't. And then today we're going to take a look at him against Virginia. I had somebody tweet me and go, the best half of football I saw from any college quarterback was Drake Maye, second half against Virginia. So I thought, okay, if that's the case, let's go back and look at that game and see what we see. See if we see some different things than what we saw in the first tape, because that's what happened last week. Caleb Williams in one tape. I got to see some distinctly different things in another tape, so I thought it was important to give you guys the full picture. So let's dive into the Virginia tape with Drake Maye. All right, so the first thing, kind of like what I did with Caleb Williams last week, is you want to just see the pre-snap processing. Okay, so here we're going to run hitches on the outside, seams on the inside. We get a quarters look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Got my corners off on the outside. Don't even want to mess around with all the bodies to the inside. See it pre-snap, catch it, get it out. Great job right here. You know, one thing I do notice when you're looking at these guys side to side is that Drake Maye's release is slower. It's longer than a guy like Caleb Williams. And so, again, how does that affect things? Well, I like guys that are compact, quick, limit in their motion, less movement by the arm, more chance to be accurate. So we come back on the second play after I say that, and what happens? We miss a little bit longer. Okay, you see kind of his body falling. You know, when he goes to set, his body kind of falls this direction. So this showed up again on this tape, is just what I call layups. Okay, the read's right. Everything's right here. Just put the ball on him. Now we can make excuses for him if we want, that this guy maybe is falling up the field a little bit more than he wants, and he wants this guy to be flat. Maybe that's the case. I don't know unless I sit down and ask him. But again, you're just seeing some easy misses on layups, which has shown up in just about every game. All right, so I like the reaction right here. He's going to throw quick. We got a hot situation. I'm going to go through this quick one here. He's able to recognize this corner driving. Probably a good thing he didn't see it. Or, I mean, a good thing that he didn't throw it, because that might be a pick six right here. You see his ability to pull it down and make something happen. More athletic than you give him credit for. Big, tall, lanky guy, but does some really nice things athletically. This was one of them. Recognition. Corners jumping, shoot, turn, make a bad play much, much better. Okay, a little flea flicker right here. Okay, nice, works out. Not sure what this guy's doing and why he's slowing down. Just run. And you've got the over right here. But here's another miss. Like, this is wide open, right? It doesn't get more wide open than this. And yeah, maybe there's a little pressure coming. It's a flea flicker, so you try to rush it. All of that stuff. We can't miss this. We can't miss this throw. Okay, so he goes back up. Let's take a look at it from this view. So he goes up and makes the catch. But man, we make that catch a lot harder than it needs to be. So you've seen it already a couple times here. It's just that kind of mechanics, whatever it is, the ball gets away from him at times and makes him inconsistent, which just, makes you ask questions, and then you're going to see these kinds of things. Great job. Get back. Get set. Recognize the coverage. This guy never gets to the middle. This corner's outside. I got a guy screaming right down the middle of the field, and you watch. I see it. I recognize it. Place my feet. I attack the throw. Boom. Dime. Great throw. In between bodies. Right on the money. But how do you evaluate this stuff? How do you evaluate great throws with easy misses? Okay, so here's another one on the processing part of it. Okay, so we talked about earlier, okay, so we've got a stop route here, actually running, I think, an out route over here. Down the middle hook, down the middle seam. Okay, on the first play, we got quarters. That's what we have again here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got quarters. I said don't mess around with the stuff inside because you see it. All the bodies. Where are all the bodies? All the bodies are inside. Go find your one-on-one outside and throw it. You did it on the first play. Now I want to see that processing again. Okay, so here he is. Okay, you don't have it. You don't have anything down the middle of the field. You got leverage. Here's your one-on-one. Get out there and throw. You got time in the pocket. You're lined up over there. Doesn't, but hey, we make up for it because we come back and throw one late because we got all kinds of time, and we make a nice play in that second window, which is great. But are you going to have that much time? I want to see these guys process quickly, understand what they're seeing, and find the right guy with the football. Not just about the wow throws. It's more about the processing of information to me. Okay? So, again here, I talked to one of their coaches that said they don't do a lot of pure progression stuff. To me, it sure appears like he's reading things pure progression. What do I mean by that? Like, he's looking over here at these guys, and then he's working back here, and then he works to here, and then back to there. Okay, so that's what we call pure progression, where it's kind of like, hey, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, this is 5, no matter what. Okay, so maybe not, but like here, this to me isn't really open. We're just kind of jamming this in here right here because we've got a safety sitting back here. Now, he gets a little out of position because he's working back, and this is a great throw, and we stick it, right? Not a great throw. It's a good idea because he's trying to stick it on his back shoulder. But again, we miss because we're trying to jam it in. I'd love to just see him read this high-low over here on the curl because everything else is covered. We've got bodies to cover everything else. Find your guy in conflict and read it instead of trying to jam some throws in there. And again, back shoulder throw. Now we can err by saying, well, he was trying to slow him down and hit him on the back shoulder, running through there to keep him away from the safety. Okay, the idea is great, but this is hard. It's hard to do. It's hard to get your guy to catch that. He's screaming through there. It's hard to make that perfect throw. So I would rather see these guys, instead of just making a wow throw in between bodies, I would rather see them process, understand why they're doing what they're doing instead of just, okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 looks like he's open. Let me jam it in there. Again, one of the problems I have overall with pure progression stuff is you see that, right? Oh, I think he's open. He's open enough. Let me jam it in there. Instead of understanding, hey, I've got a guy in conflict somewhere where it's going to make the game easier and better for me, and I can pass up some of those throws. Okay, so here we go again. Looks to me like the same exact play. We got to go. We got an out. We got an over, right? So to me, again, pure progression. Do I have this? No. Do I have this? No. Okay, do I have this? I think I do. Let me throw it. Okay, so again, the process is there. We miss this one again. Okay, we'll go from the end zone copy because some look worse than they are. Now, to me, it's too high. Makes it hard on his receiver. Should his receiver catch it? Well, yeah. I mean, it hits him in both hands. He should catch that right there. But again, this is the part we're jamming in there. We're trying to throw it and beat guys with throws. Makes the game infinitely harder. All right, so already we've seen some misses on things that you got to be able to make. You got to be able to make these throws and these decisions at the next level. And this is probably the biggest thing that I've seen with Drake Maye is that, that there's just too many of those easier misses for him. And I want to know why. Okay, here they run the post, they run the wheel back behind it, and then we're going to see some of these great throws. Nice ball. I love the touch. Make it easy. It's right on the money. Down the field. Boom. Great. Huge play. So you're going to see those. I think he can be better down the field oftentimes than he is on shorter throws. So a lot of people liken him to Justin Herbert. That's one thing that I think is similar. Justin Herbert, I believe, is a better thrower down the field. With that big arm of his, he's able to manage it better down the field than he is on shorter throws. And it doesn't mean he's bad on shorter throws, but just better down the field. I feel like Drake Maye is one of those guys as well. Usually a pretty good deep ball thrower. Here he gets the inside fade. Ball's up there just a little bit too long with the throw. I like the decision making though. Gets what he wants, right? You come out, and oftentimes we're looking at this guy first when we're doing this. Like, do we have the one-on-one? Do we like the one-on-one on the outside? But you see that corner, turns his eyes to the outside. You know he doesn't have any chance to be able to cover this inside fade. We just got to hit this one. All right, here's another one. Okay, we got a little, looks like a sluggo, kind of lean inside and then run the go here. Again, a little fast with the throw right here. You see how he kind of rushes it up, never quite finishes through. I'd like to see him take a little bit more time, let his guy get going a little bit so he can gauge it. Another missed opportunity on a big throw right here. All right, so kind of a tough concept right here. Got a guy running down the middle, got a safety sitting there. We got a guy here running a go route. We got this corner that's going back deep, and then we have a hook route right here with two bodies underneath. Would love to see him just go, hey, let's make the game easy and let me go right back to my one-on-one backside because they've pushed everything front side. He looks left, like there's really nothing going for him right there. You see it, here's the throw right there. Like to see him go there. If this guy buzzes, then just drop it underneath because you don't have numbers to this side, right? If I know I'm in a situation and there's two guys underneath and the only real underneath throw I have is this hook, well, I'm probably not going to go to that side because they've got the numbers advantage against me. But you see, playmaking, okay, he looks left, okay, not the right decision. Go create and make a play. He does just that. Trying to make a play right there. Boom, knocked away at the last second, almost intercepted. So again, you want to see the first reaction. What are you reading? Why are you reading it? Why are you going there? And then the second reaction, can you make plays on the move? Almost made one right there. Nice play by the corner. All right, so here we go again. Just mirrored concepts on both sides. Out and go. Out and go, both sides. All right, so you pick a side, whichever side, and you just got to make these. Like you just got to make that throw. Got to be ready. Got to get it on him. Got to put it on his body. You can't throw this into the dirt like this. 3rd and 4 or 5. Got to be able to make this throw. Another missed opportunity here. And that has become the theme for Drake Maye to me. Okay, is that I see the talent. I see the ability. But there's just too many missed opportunities. Nice job processing this right here. Now, I don't really know what the read is. Okay, so if I've got a hitch here and it looks like a quick slant back behind him, I got everything I want because I've got these two backers pushed to the strong side because my 3 receivers are over there. So it's just a read off of this guy. I'm coming out and I'm thinking hitch, but if that guy buzzes, boom, there's a throw. That guy buzzes, there's a throw right behind it. Put it on him. Okay? Again, I get it. He's looking at the hitch. That guy buzzes. Don't throw it. Okay, I'm good with that one. But why not the reaction or kind of the read to the inside and then outside? But regardless of all that, he does a nice job of working back all the way to the other side and finding his hitch on the other side. See his footwork. He's looking left. Now he moves his feet. Eyes and feet coming together, lined up, attacks it. Good, accurate throw. Okay, see the playmaking again. So it's a play that they run here. Here they're going to run the big dig and then the shallow coming across. Okay, so really want to read the hook defender. This to me here is the hook defender. If you see him get depth here, okay, so he gets depth. I'd love to see, now get on your horse, go. I'd love to see him drop it down here to the shallow. You might say, well, maybe this guy's in position, and you're probably right. That guy may be in position to make this play, but if we're reading this high-low, we should be reading it off of this guy. We got to tell that shallow route runner, get across there. You got to get to that hook defender, but that's probably where the ball should go. Buys time. And again, you see the athleticism, buying time, eyes down the field, gets it to that guy late, but gets it to the right guy. But you see a little bit more athleticism than you might guess with a big guy like him. Nice read right here. Okay, so they're going to run a curl and then a wheel. Okay, so the first read is the curl. Okay, so don't look at this and go, oh my gosh, the wheel's wide open. But the first read is the curl. Okay, so he doesn't know. This corner's soft here. He's reading this guy who gets width. They wrap around. Boom, he sees it, gets the ball out. Nice throw, nice catch. Yes, the wheel's coming open late, but I like this decision. Like to see his feet a little bit more set, not as close together, kind of anticipating and ready to go. But nice job slinging the football and throwing it on time. Okay, again, put it on for the athleticism and the playmaking. So this is a read. We get out here. He's looking to throw this. Doesn't have it because that guy's here. Ducks underneath. And then you see the playmaking again. Here, now they're squeezing to me. Let me flip it out to my guy. So we've seen this a number of times in the two tapes that we've watched. Is just his ability to just do athletic things, right? May not look as smooth as some other athletic guys, but I like his feel, right? He doesn't panic. Things are going on around him, and he's able to make plays around him, okay? So here we've got a play that we call POCO, post, corner, flat, okay? So he makes the right read here, but again, get the ball out there. Like, throw it, put it on him. See how he fades him up the field and allows that safety corner to get involved. Again here, just put it on him. Throw this ball out here, away from this guy. Don't fade him up the field. I know he's open, but just attack the throw and put it on him quickly so we don't have that happen. Safety comes and knocks this ball away. This should be an easy, huge completion right here if we put the ball where it's supposed to be. Okay, love the decision here. Got pressure coming, right? So basically, it's a stop route here and a guy down the middle. We don't have that because this is here, so I'm going right out to my one-on-one on the outside. Like the decision, we missed the throw. Okay, so we can say a lot of things because, again, I'm expecting this guy, if he's going to turn back inside, for him to wrap back down the line, towards the line of scrimmage, not roll it to the inside. And I think that's what he does here is he rolls it to the inside, so it leads to an errant throw. I'm not sure if we're going to get there or not because the ball's quite a bit away from him. Let's look at it from the back copy to kind of see where the ball ends up. Right, so you see the ball outside. Now, if he comes straight back down, do we complete that? Maybe we do. I'm not sure. But I like the decision making, but I still want to see better throws across the board. Here's another playmaking. Okay, so we pull that out. We're looking to get the flat. Does a nice job of feeling this guy coming down, and then he hits the throw up over the top. So this is something that he does really, really well. He's got a good feel for the game, which is something that I always want with my quarterbacks. I always want a feel, whether you're overly athletic or not. I wasn't overly athletic, but I felt like I could play the game athletically and I could do things like that and I could see and feel and make plays that not everybody else could make. Drake Maye shows the ability to be able to do that. Okay, great read right here. Okay, so we're going to run a pylon with an over. So you're coming out and you're reading that deep defender, number 9 there on the backside. We come out here, he hesitates. Boom, I love it. Nice throw up over the top. Drops it on a dime. Great throw, the big throws you see. Better with those big throws, we can drive it down the field. Really good decision, really good throw there. Okay, I love this too, right? This feel. So we're kind of running this post, kind of fake the corner, and then we're going to run a wheel here and then get our flat. So we're trying to get that wheel thrown right there. Okay, we got pressure in our face. This guy is deep, so we don't really have it. Look, this guy's not even looking yet. And he throws this, and it's putting on his back shoulder, finding that window. Okay, that's creatively playing the position. Okay, it's understanding that it's not playing out exactly like we thought. This guy running down the field, and he's wide open. I throw him outside the numbers. Okay, the defense plays it well. They win on this particular play. Well, how can we make it successful? I can throw the back shoulder right there. Boom, give my guy a chance. We get a nice little completion. Feel for the game. So I don't argue Drake Maye's feel for the game, right? When things aren't clean, he's got the ability to make plays. But my biggest thing is I want to see more consistency with the plays that are there, the layups that are there, the throws that he's got to make. I want to see him make them. Okay, we got to catch this one right here. I like this decision. Okay, so we've seen this play a couple times here. We're going to push up, then we're going to come with the one step. I like this because As soon as this guy gets depth, look to hit that one step right now and let him go. Good decision, lined up. It's a good throw. Got to make that catch. Got to make that catch, possibly put that thing in the end zone. All right, so again, the processing, decision making. Okay, down here in the red zone, we've got the corner and then we've got the double unders. Okay, so how this is usually read, especially when teams are playing off coverage. Okay, so that means there's not press across the board. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this guy first. If this guy goes up and carries, okay, or plays man or does whatever to the corner route, I'm looking to hit this first under. If that first under is not there and his guy clamps to him, I'm going to work to the second under, and then I work to the corner over the top. If it's pressed across the board, we're going to think corner first. But because they're off, okay, read that guy inside. Okay, what's the inside guy do? He carries. All right, do you have this one? Do you like that one? Nah, maybe not. This guy plays it pretty well. Then get right out here. Get right out here to the under. Boom, there it is. Take it. There's a throw right now, right? Seeing it, processing. You get down to the red zone. Everything happens faster. Even if he was looking at the corner, throw the corner right now. We got a shot at the corner as well off of this look if we throw it now. He ends up hitching up, throwing it late, and we don't get it right here, but read 1 to 2. Get it to the under to the outside and let that guy go. Another nice play. On the move. Simplifying things. Okay? Let him be a playmaker. Here, they do a nice job of coming off with the corner on top. Okay? So we're looking to hit the flat, but we're reading this guy as we move to the outside. Nice read. That guy stays flat. Nice little touch throw up over the top. Catch the football. All right, too many drops in this game by their guys as well. He made some of them harder than they need to be. So we can't put it all on his receivers, but we got to make some of those plays for him. All right, so again, not sure the thought process here. Not sure why we're going inside. Not sure if that's what he's supposed to do. Right, because to me, this looks like what we would call a double seam concept. So here, and then these guys are running the stops on the outside, right? We already talked about that earlier. So you get a middle close look, which they do. The safety's way over here, trying to hit this seam right here between the hash and the numbers. So these are the ones we have to be careful of, because you have to ask yourself, okay, where's that ball land? That ball lands right there, right? Okay, so it lands right here between the hash and the numbers on about the 49-yard line, okay? So we can sit back and look and go, oh my gosh, that's a terrible miss for Drake Maye. Or we can sit back and go, what is the receiver doing? Why is he bending it inside? Why is he not just staying down the seam like this other guy? And now this becomes a beautiful throw and a huge play, right? So we got to be careful, and that's, again, what's hard about the understanding of these things when we just watch tape is, was this just a bad, wildly thrown ball that goes way over the top of the guy's head? Or was this a bad adjustment by the wide receivers that should have been a big play? Right read, right throw by Drake Maye, but it equals a big incompletion because the receiver doesn't do his job. All right, this one takes a long time. I'm not really sure, again, I'm not really sure what these wide receivers are doing. Run. Go do your job. Why are you slowing down? We've got somebody coming right to your area. Go. Clear out. Sorry, that stuff frustrates me. But great throw here. A little slide here by Drake Maye. Staying active. Really good throw up and over the top of the defender. Layered throw. Something that I love to see. The ability to make different kinds of throws. Get the ball up and down and drop it over defenders so you don't have to just throw it through defenders. Really good throw right there. Okay, another good throw right here. Coming back, they're going to run the dig route. Dig's coming, clearing this guy out here. You see he comes through. Like to see this thrown a little bit sooner, but good throw, good layer, good placement of the football. Second level. Another chunk throw. All right, here we go again. So again, I want you just to watch his technique. So this is the kind of stuff that sometimes I think gets him in trouble. Is just watch how he's bouncing around, like bouncing left, bouncing right, oh yes, and then a big hitch to make the throw. I'd like to see him a little bit more compact with his drop. Get back, get set. Not as much hopping, not as loose with his drop. So he's set and ready to go and ready to rip it. Okay? Not a bad throw, maybe a touch late, puts it on his back shoulder, but I'd like to see this thing out right now. Like, let that ball go, and look at how his feet are coming together. Okay? Never want your feet together as a quarterback. Okay? Because then your weight comes in between those feet, and then you got to reach back out and get back balanced again. It takes a long time to be able to do it. Makes the throw, but these are some of the technique things that we see over and over again. It's just a little too, what I would call, lazy in the pocket, and so he's not setting and getting ready and getting the ball out quickly and efficiently. All right, so there's a second look at Drake Maye. A lot of the same things are showing up. Very, very talented. Got a really good feel for the game when things are off schedule. He's got the big arm to be able to push the ball down the field and, you know, maybe more accurate on the deeper stuff than he is on the short stuff. But too many missed layups, okay? Too many balls in bad positions for his receivers. And some of them aren't horribly bad, but that's still bad. You know, to me, that when you've got an open throw, you got to put the ball where it needs to be to give your guy a chance to make the catch easier. A chance to be able to do something after the catch. And he made a number of these throws a lot harder than they needed to be. And so that becomes the evaluation for me with Drake Maye. Very, very talented. I see the skill set that everybody's talking about. Didn't see the consistency level throw after throw after throw, you know, at the college level to know, okay, is that just going to come? You know, is that simply just a technique thing that we can clean that up? Not as much hopping, being ready, and that's going to allow him to be more confident and more effective and more efficient with the football? Maybe so. Maybe it's just a good coach around him to really focus in on the fundamentals for a period of time, and a lot of that stuff gets cleaned up because you see the rest of the ability. But those are the hard things to really understand and evaluate when you're watching a tape. You know, I want to sit down with him. I want to talk to him. I'd want to know, you know, talk to his coaches and understand some of those things. But that's what the tape shows me, is that there's an inconsistency in throwing the football, yet all of the talent and ability is definitely there.